Episode 4 is really great for us in terms of creating this rich world around our characters and meeting Logain, meeting the other Aes Sedai, and understanding a bit more about the mythology of the dragon.
The dragon is just as likely to save the world as break it.
Logain is played by Alvaro Morte, who is fantastic. You could tell from his first audition that he was the only guy who could be Logain.
He'll betray you, just like your parents.
And so it gives us this great story where we learn about the male side of channeling and what it means to start to see the madness come to someone. The production of this battle sequence was amazing because it felt a lot like the actual sequence. It's supposed to feel chaotic and disorienting with explosions. One of the things that's really important to us with the show is trying to put as much on camera as we can and do it in camera.
We have like explosives going off. I have earplugs, I actually can't hear anything. It's crazy that this is my job.
Karenna, who is the Captain General of the Green Ajar, she is killed by Logain. It's agonizing for her warder, who feels her death like it's happening to him, because that is the nature of the bond between a warder and the Aes Sedai, that they feel one another's pain. And it's very rare that an Aes Sedai falls in battle. Nynaeve, her power is accessed through tremendous feeling. So when she's feeling something incredibly strong, in this case a sort of tremendous urge to protect someone, she releases this bountiful surge of energy, bigger than anything I've ever seen.
She not only is saving all of our characters, but she is also doing it in front of a bunch of Aes Sedai who are going to be very interested in this woman who is more powerful than any of them.
There are beginning to be tensions between the Red Aes Sedai, led by Lilandrin, and the rest of the Greens and Moraine. They all have their different beliefs as to what they should do with the dragon, if and when he or she ever is reborn. Karenna definitely was the person that was kind of keeping all these different ideas and these different beliefs at bay. And now with her gone, it's exciting to think what could possibly happen between here and the White Tower.
104 is really a microcosm of the political machinations of the Aes Sedai in the book series. And I think that's an interesting wrinkle that the show starts to expand upon. You start to realize that Moiraine is perhaps on a more secret path even to her sisters of the Aes Sedai.
Coming?
The Tuatha'an have a very specific culture in the books, and they believe in it really, really powerfully.
They're the people of the leaf. They are pacifists. So as we were doing our research, we found this tribe in Peru called the Oria. And we chose them because they also believed in reincarnation. So it was perfect. When I saw the pictures of these people, their main color palette was gray and pink, which were colors that didn't exist in any of our other cultures. That was my inspiration, and we went from there. And the layers of clothing they would have on really fit the way that they would be out in the elements and traveled in these caravans.
We have 8 caravans here that we've been building for months from scratch. The look that we get for this is just like the gypsy caravan.
I love the story of Perrin and Egwene with the Tuatha'an because it's filled with a broadening of our world and an understanding of a different way of thinking about it. Robert Jordan did 2 tours of service in Vietnam, and you really see this recurring theme in the books of nonviolence. And so it was really important to me to find a way that you could connect to this idea of nonviolence viscerally through this story that Ila tells.
There's only one way to end violence. Everybody, everywhere has to stop.
there is truth to it, that if all people stop violence, that's the only way for violence to actually stop, and this is how they believe they can achieve that.
And tell me, has your life been better or worse since you picked up that axe?
What happens right at the beginning of Perrin's journey, that's always in the back of his mind. Anything to do with aggression or violence.
He's kind of scared of this destructive nature inside of him. When those moments come, when he has to do that, you know, if he explodes again, I think that's going to be incredibly exciting.